Ten.
Start my Tech Studio.
7, 6.
Start my camera 1, mics 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of MCTV. My name is Cade Cornell.
And I'm Tanner Gazzaloni. On today's show, we have a news report about the recent music conference held at MCHS. And we look back on the Primo Volleyball tournament that occurred last month. But first, our top story.
Our top story today is on the Minister's Student Advisory Council, also known as Speak Out. Members from around Alberta attend meetings to discuss with the Minister of Education on how he can help improve the school life of students across Alberta. We sent MSAC member and MCTV reporter Tim Evans to give us the exclusive inside look at this council.
On September 30th, members of the Minister's Student Advisory Council gathered in downtown Edmonton to discuss their education in our province. I talked to some Speak Out members, and here's what they had to say. Do you have any goals you'd like to achieve this weekend?
To come informed of what's really happening and what my part is.
I'm just looking forward to bringing everything back that I learned here back to Tabor and, just teaching other people about it.
I initially got involved with Speak Out through the Calgary Board of Education. They had the ability to send students directly through their downtown office to the conference last year. And I went and was impressed by what was going on and wanted to be a part of it, so I applied for the Minister's Youth Council and got on. I think that our group is really dynamic and we're coming together very well. We seem to all be bonding and having a great experience together, and I think that's really important as we work forward on education issues, that we're able to trust each other and work together as a group.
So far, it looks like we're going to be doing some good work. It sounds like it's pretty important. I'm happy I'm here. I've met a lot of good people. I think the council is going to work well together. Personally, I feel that we should have a designated financials unit in like a part of our math class or comm or something. So we learn about loans, we learn about investments, we learn about all that stuff that we're going to be doing the rest of our lives anyways.
I had the opportunity to sit down with the minister and talk about Alberta's education.
What we do know is that education is changing because we have access to technology which gives us unlimited access to information. So we don't necessarily need to learn all the information. We need to focus more on ingenuity and creativity and less on memorizing. I'm looking for people to tell me what they see is happening in their communities, in their schools. The members of the Student Advisory Council have the privilege of representation. They get to talk to other students and help inform me and our system about what is the best practice in teaching. What does good learning look like?
There was a common room set up for us with food and drinks. Interactive activities included our own forum, free time in the pool, and a downtown scavenger hunt.
And we need to do a random act of kindness. Can we buy you a cup of coffee?
You can buy me a chunky monkey, I don't drink coffee.
I talked to Buffalo Joe McBride about the future of education.
The future is pretty well will be established by the imagination of the managers. If you manage it well and you got a good sight into the future, or you want to take a few chances, the future looks very bright. It's as bright as you want to make it. I mean, it's what you do with it, not what it does for you.
It really doesn't really matter what's on your resume because it's just like the military. We show up, you're young, and you learn from scratch. If you want to do it, you can do it.
For MCTV News, this is Tim Evans reporting.
Recently, MCHS held a music conference in which 30 Morinville students participated. Participants had a chance to learn about various singing and choreographic techniques. We sent reporter Andrew Goodwin to cover the story.
Morinville Community High School on October 2nd, students and members of the community took part in a music conference. The conference was held over one day and had lots of exciting and new things for people to learn.
I'd like to tell you a little bit about the workshop, the music workshop we had October 2nd. It was an exciting day. We had a guest coach, Lisa Greeno, who is a director for Sweet Adelines International Gateway Chorus. She came and worked with our students here from MCHS and outlining areas, and we learned a couple of wonderful choreography moves. We learned Thriller, and we learned some choreography to Lollipop, as well as barbershop was introduced to the students. It was a very fast-paced, fun day where we learned to sing parts as well as learn to move to the music.
The participants at this music conference had a great time, but let's see what their favorite aspect of this conference was.
For me, were how we were saying parts, and with lots of people in different parts, it was actually way easier than I expected.
Really enjoyed how when we went in there, we learned about the different parts and how when they merged together, it became a symphony of music, and learning these different parts and how they work together was probably the best part.
Well, I'll be speaking a lot more musically and changing my octave and my speech, but not the right one.
I think my highlight was Thriller. It was the best. The dance and everything else.
At the music conference, there was tons of volunteers that wanted to share their skills with other people.
You could tell that they were definitely passionate for one, because they made it a whole lot of fun, and they knew definitely lots of stuff. They could tell you when you were off key or whatever.
Singing at the right octave. Yeah, I had been singing very, very, very low for a lot of the time, even though it was like 2 octaves higher than what I was at. And so Angie is her name, who helped me helped me sing at the right octave there. She was a great help.
I would like students learning more about breathing and why breathing is so important. Different types of singing. You can sing classical or you can sing barbershop. And that's what I want these kids to learn, is that you never know enough. You can always be better, you can always sing better, and you can always sing in a different style.
And this is Andrew Goodwin reporting from MCTV.
Lately this week, the weather has given us something to talk about.
Absolutely. It's been well above average this week with some beautiful weather for late October, early November, but as we get closer to December, it is starting to show the weather.
With the weekend rapidly approaching, there's a chance of flurries, but let's find out from the expert. Here's MCTV meteorologist Evan Clues to let us know if that trend will continue.
And here's your national forecast. Down in St. John's, it is positive 15 with chance of rain. Montreal, it is 9 and sunny. Halifax, positive 10 with rain. Montreal, positive 10 with sun. Inuit, negative 2 with some flurries. Yellowknife, negative 1. Whitehorse, negative 4. Vancouver, positive 7 with some rain. And here's our provincial forecast. Edmonton, 1, sunny. Fort Mac, 3 degrees with some clouds. High level, negative 3 with clouds. Grand Prairie, positive 3 with some sun. Jasper, positive 3 with some clouds. And Red Deer with positive 6 and sun. Same with Medicine Hat. And now to our current forecast. It is 0 degrees Celsius with a south wind at 7 kilometers an hour. Humidity 69%. Sunrise at 7:47 a.m. Sunset at 4:47 p.m. And now on to our 7-day forecast. Tuesday, it's positive 6, and it's going to cool down at night to negative 12. Wednesday, it's going to be chilly at night as well, and we're still not back up to positive 6. Friday, it's going to be with positive 4 with a chance of with chance of snow at negative 2 at night. Same with Saturday. Sunday, it's going to get a little bit better, and Monday, it's going to be really good. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Evan. Coming up next, we have a report on last month's Primo volleyball tournament that took place both here at the MCHS gym and the Primo gym. Several schools from around the area participated, and here with his insights is our very own Robert McIntyre.
Hello everyone, this is Robert McIntyre reporting on the grade 7 to 8 volleyball tournament, and we will be interviewing the St. Marguerite's Tigers and the Legal Titans. But first, let's start with our Titans.
Of our games today. We have a game coming up in about 15 minutes, so we're just preparing for that one.
And now to our volleyball coach from St. Marguerite's.
I think it's fantastic. It's well run and it's organized and it's great competition so far. And it's really fun. The girls are having to use their different plate. They have to set up the 3 hits and we're doing well. Our anticipation is first. Hopefully we're beating them, so not as well as we are. We think Primo's going to be our most difficult competition. We play them next.
And this is Robert McIntyre reporting out.
Thanks for that, Evan. And we'd like to thank all of our viewers out there today. From me, Cade Cornell.
And I'm Tanner Gazzaloni.
And I am Evan Clues. Have a good afternoon.